are here. So where it is crunch time, we had two super speedways in a row as we get ready to crown the nationwide champion here today. Oh, not here today, but at Ricky Raceway. But we have the general of the NNSCRA, the captain of America, Seth Cole. Well, that
Okay. But anyway, yeah, great to be here at Talladega. I mean, you can't come to a restricted play race without a great race and a great finish. And so I'm really excited for what we're going to see these drivers do. And with it being the next to last race before the champion is crowned, you can bet they're going to be going all out here today. So it's going to be a good one.
yeah. So what do you think we're gonna see out of these guys that really don't have a chance for the championship? Like the two guys that's at the front of the field right now, like Charlie Rodriguez and Ian Dutta. Do you think
Oh,
these
well,
guys?
they're way down at the bottom of the chase points right now. Their basic goal now is just to go out there and win. You're going to see them fighting as hard as they can here at the beginning stages to stay up at the front of the field. They're not going to want to fall back mid-pack where that dreaded big one usually breaks out. They're going to be trying as hard as they can to keep themselves up there right in the front of this group. Maybe they might try falling back early on to move themselves up to the front, but the goal for them now is just to finish out the season with wins, and so you're gonna see them fighting a lot harder up here at the front than the drivers that are still mathematically still in the hunt for the championship.
Yes, most definitely. And we had those four drivers like spread it out through most of this field, so they might try to play some strategy and might stay to the back so they can miss the few wrecks we will have today.
And it would be wise strategy too, because it's Talladega. You usually can't get away with a caution-free Talladega.
You are very right about that one. And also, this is the second race. This is the fall race, so a lot of things are different about the track than it was in about the spring race we had up here the first time. So, what do you think is going to be different about the racing here today?
Well, you're right. There is a slight difference in track conditions. I mean, as the fall comes on, it gets a little bit cooler, so the track temperatures will be a little cooler. A little bit more grip for these drivers to make moves you might not necessarily see them make in the spring, but also just with the atmosphere, it's a little damper out here that's going to cause a little bit more as far as downforce for these drivers. The only thing I'm not certain about is how it's going to affect the draft. It could cause a little bit of problem with these drivers having that suck up to the car in front of them, but we're going to learn a lot here in this event to see how it varies from our spring race.
All right, and we're going to ask him who does he think is going to have a chance to win this race here today?
I look through here and I see names of people that I've seen do well at Talladega. I gotta say, the one guy that I really see come alive when we get to restricted plate tracks, and that's Michael Norman. He really seems like when we get to Daytona, when we get to Talladega, he's the one that always steps it up. He's not exactly starting way up towards the front of the field, which kind of gives me the indication we'll see him up near the front within maybe 10 to 15 laps. And I think Michael will put himself in the right position. I think that out of all these drivers, he's the one that I've seen have the most success when it comes, especially here to Talladega Superspeedway.
And definitely, Michael came off a second place finish last week, and he's driving his heart out for. He has lost his uncle, and that might give him some motivation here today.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, Chuck Bellardo. So we will take you to the green flag. Cole will take you guys off the green flag.
Charlie Rodriguez, Ian Dutta, two drivers out of the championship, but there are plenty of drivers still in the hunt. First stage of the 1-2 punch. Green flag is out at Talladega.
And these guys ain't wasting no time. Look at them going, fanning out 4 wide already.
Saw a lot of drivers jump up there to the high side. That could be early strategy to try and fall back here, but it's formed 4 wide situations already, man.
And check out that yellow and black car right there. He won last week. He's still trying to be up in the championship hunt. If he gets involved in the wreck today, it's gonna be bye-bye to that championship probably, because he's gonna have to have Nick Barney have problems too.
And I believe Nick Barney actually started on the inside. Oh boy!
And Nick Barney's in it.
Oh, he's flipping! Oh my goodness!
And coming to the line is going to be Michael Norman, and we just talked about him, and he's in the lead now.
And that just shows you how quickly these drivers can move from the rear to the front. But oh my goodness, that one car almost pulled a Larson up into the catch fence.
I don't know, I think it was Cody who was flipping in the
I
two
couldn't
car.
tell who it was.
There's Preston Ford. Oh, Chris Kyle's in it. Oh, Andreas Allen. There's Nick Barney. He's got damage, but he
Yeah.
keeps it going
Then
though.
I don't know how much damage that car actually has. Looks like he's got right side damage, but he might be okay.
Wow, this wreck probably wasn't as big as I thought it was. It looked bigger. It might have been a few cars just going around getting involved in it, but I think the only car that has a bunch of damage is this guy right here, the 90, Chris Kyle.
And I'm not certain, but I think it may have actually been Chris Kyle that actually went up into that catch fence. I'm not certain, but it looks like the same colors of the car that I saw actually upside down in the catch fence.
His car looks like he went in the catch fence.
I know, and he was still able to drive away from it, which is weird.
Oh my god, we're gonna take a couple looks at what just happened here. We'll be right back to the coverage here at Talladega.
Hope or not.
Alright, this looks like I was watching this, and when these guys go forward in turn 3, it's really a problem. They get so close out this corner, especially.
Yeah, they do, because they carry so much speed into the corner, they have to kind of give themselves a little bit extra room on the left side heading in, so that way they have room to slide up and not get the outside wall, and they just get real close to each other.
Oh, it looked like the 15 came up into the
Yep.
40 and the 90, Gene Sanford. Then I'm surprised how this was. Oh, Seth Cole got a piece of it, but I'm surprised
Yep,
how
tiny
this
piece
was.
there.
Not look at Zach Rogers make a move right there.
Wow. Zigzag low on Nick Barney and zigzag high on Cody Lamas. Good grief.
This is actually the small one for once.
Yeah, I know. I'm counting at the most maybe 3 or 4 drivers that got extensive damage and maybe 2 or 3 that got minimal damage. I'm not seeing a whole lot of drivers caught up in this. And this was right up there in the middle of the front of the field. So the fact that we got away with this, it's a testament to the way these drivers have evolved themselves and how they are doing wreck avoidance here late in the season.
Yeah, the 15 came up. Gene Sanford did not come up. Probably would have got away with that. And yeah, you're right. That was the 90. He did get in the catch fence. He's still flipping. He got hit by Seth Cole right there in the Kodak dodge. Everybody
Yeah, 29 and the 4 both spun down towards the pit wall. I don't know if they actually. Yeah, I think they just spun down just on the entrance of pit road. I don't think they actually hit the wall.
29 got a little bit damaged, but I think he's good to go. And the 4 might be the luckiest one out of that because him and Cody might have got the least amount of damage, I think. But we'll see how
I think so, yeah.
And there's Michael Norman in the lead, and he wants to be like Dale Jr. He wants to be the Pied Piper of super speedways, and he's doing that right now.
He certainly is.
Let's take you back, green flag racing. And Michael Norman, the Pied Piper, is out in front with the FedEx Chevrolet. And do you think Michael could keep this lead for the rest of the race?
Well, one thing that I saw there with the start of this race, Charlie Rodriguez actually was trying to block all those lanes and was not exactly successful. So it may be difficult to hold on to this lead. The only thing was that was a double wide start off for this race. Now we're single file, so it's all going to depend here on whether these guys are going to feel like going 110% again and spreading it out to 3 and 4 wide racing, or if they're just going to ride around single file for a while. So, when that first caution comes out of restrictor plate tracks, it sometimes will change up the dynamics of the racing, and when it gets to a single file restart, we normally don't see them get quite as crazy as when they're lined up double wide. So we'll see.
I think these guys are going to go crazy no matter what the situation is. They have race car driver mentality, got to race, don't care what the cost is.
And, too, with this being 20-lap event, seems like a long time, but it actually, it ticks away pretty quickly. So you're right, they're probably going to want to get themselves up into a good situation, if this thing goes into green flag pit stops or something like that, to be able to have themselves up there at the front near the end.
And we had 2 cars out, the 09 of Rob Williams and the 90 of Chris child who is flipping on his roof who is done. And
Tough
Charlie
right
Roddy,
there for Rob Williams. Bad chase continues to not be so successful.
and you can see Charlie Rodriguez got, you know, out to dry on the outside there. But look at Eric Burton and his teammate down there, Chris Dollarton, the RCR boys.
Yeah, and that's what these restrictor plate tracks are all about. Your friends are where you find them, and you got two teammates working together there. And Eric Burt and Chris Dollarton looking good on that inside line. They completely left Michael Norman out to dry. Look at how Norman's just dropping back. He had absolutely no one to draft with.
And then there goes Ozzy Bo. Don't take him out of nothing. Oh, they're gonna try to go 4 wide. Don't do it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, like I said, these guys are gonna.
I think they settled it to 3 wide, but oh man, 4 wide situation can break out at any moment.
You guys get a bunch of speed down the back straightaway here.
Looks like we're going to be 3 by 3 going here into 3. They can hold them 4 wide, but like we said, they kind of really crowd each other into the entrance of turn 3, which is what usually causes our problem.
Oh, here comes Dylan Pote, but here comes Ozzy Bo.
Ozzy Bo coming to the bottom now. Ozzy Bo, this is quite surprising. I thought we'd see him hang back a little bit more, but second in the points, coming right up here to the front, wants to lead this thing.
Oh my God. Oh my God. There's no holding back right now. These guys are just going for it right now.
Well, keep in mind, Nick Barney got a piece of that wreck that we had, so Ozzy Bo realizes now that he may have an opportunity to take over the points lead in the chase standings. So apparently he does not want to be at the rear of the field like Nick Barney was and get caught up if something else breaks out.
Trouble, there's another wreck.
10 car got hooked. 10 car got flat out hooked up towards the safer barrier. Good grief.
Oh, and there's another one.
Oh no.
Oh, Ian Dutta, he started second.
Outside pole sitter, that car is oh wow.
And there is Nick Barney. He missed
that first
all that.
Lord nearly hit him. That was close.
Oh, AC Delco Chevrolet of Richard Johnson involved. Oh boy, let's
Richard Johnson. Boy, there's polar opposites right there for you. Dutta started second. Richard Johnson started 41st.
And he got involved. He wasn't near the front of the pack at all, and he got involved.
Yep.
And Ozzy Bo is leading right now. This is gaining bonus points for him right now. If he could lead the most laps, he'll get some bonus points in that department.
Absolutely. I mean, I saw Joshua Collard running near the rear of this pack and everything, so right now he's the class of the chasers at the current moment, and this is a big opportunity for him. He'll be able to lead quite a few laps here under caution, too.
And we will see what happened to bring the caution out. We had quite a bit that happened. Alright, and we are back, and this is basically what happened to Ian Dutta right here. They were 4 wide coming across the line, and then he got turned into the wall hard by Jake Rogers, and I believe that was Chris Washer that was near him.
Yeah, I think the 32 got a little bumper grab with the 1, and that just kind of turned him down off the nose of Chris Washer. And there's Preston Florida. I think he did get a little contact, but that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, back it up, take another look at it. But this wasn't the big wreck I was talking about. That happened. That happened a little bit further back in the pack. As you see.
Yeah, watch right here. You might not see it, but Dutta kind of gets into the 1's left rear, and I think the sheet metal hooked together or something.
Oh man, it's a break for a couple of those guys like Jake Rogers involved in that, and he's just gonna calmly come down the racetrack. That never happens. Somebody always hits you or something.
That's what I thought was going to happen with Preston Ploward, but fortunately, he was able to keep his car up high enough to not T-bone the 32.
And we're gonna go with, I think it was Dylan Young, if I'm right. I think he was the one that was involved in the wreck coming out of turn number. So Andres Allen involved as well.
Saw the 10 car get hooked from the inside line all the
Oh,
way up to the
Jessica's
outside.
involved.
Oh, Jessica Sheldon. That's another of our chasers.
Yeah, she's done. I think these guys are trying to go full white. The 10 car has been in a lot of situations that kind of causing wrecks now.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think though that
oh
was
my
more a case
God.
of Dylan Young coming down into the 10 than the 10 coming up into Dylan Young's machine because
Yeah, this
that 10
wreck's a
car couldn't go
little.
anywhere except the apron.
Oh boy, this wreck's a little bit bigger.
And Shelton was boxed in, had nowhere to go.
Oh,
Just
look
I
at
think
this.
ran to the back of Dylan Young.
The 25 car right there. He went
Yep,
flying to the wall.
another chaser, Ryan Acosta.
Look like, oh, he hit Andrea Erickson, which is another chaser.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Richard Johnson. Oh,
Oh wow.
yeah. And Seth Cole's a lucky boy. He missed all that. And oh, there's Andreas right there. Oh, he hit the back of the head.
Nick Barney was able to get through that. I think Collard was able to get through that, but more chasers getting involved here. Shelton, Andrea Erickson, that's fourth and fifth in points, in the chase points, that is.
Yeah, kind of calling them out right now. They're probably done and out of the chase. We'll take one more look at it here. I'll probably going on board with I believe
Yeah,
we're going.
I think that may have been like a spot or fail or something. I think Dylan Young thought he was clear of the 10 and was going to come down right in front of him, and unfortunately wasn't clear.
Yeah, it's pretty bad on the spotter's part. I think that's the spotter on NRT 3 or whatever. But that is what happened. You got a lot of cars in the infield, and we will go on board with 25 of Ryan Acosta and see what he's seen through this wreck. It's not gonna be pretty.
Nope.
Here we go. Yeah, that was nasty.
That was.
We'll go back to the flag race. Man, the second wreck of the day is another big one, but it was a little bit bigger than the next one. So, oh man, we keep rising and cars involved in the wreck. If we have another one, it might be even 3 times bigger than this one. So,
Oh boy.
this guy has been, once he got out front, nobody could get around him and led him back to the caution flag. So we could pretty much just, I don't know, I don't know what has come into that car, but he's just been like dominating the rest of this race right now.
Yeah, it's typical Talladega chase race, and usually it benefits one driver, and all the other drivers encounter problems. I mean, we got Jessica Shelton and Andrea Erickson getting involved in that last wreck. Nick Barney and Joshua Collard, yeah, they're still running, but they're near the tail end of this longest line. And the guy out in front leading laps, logging up points, is Ozzy Bowe. And that's just how Talladega seems to be. It'll benefit usually one driver, and everybody else seems to encounter problems. And Ozzy Bowe apparently seems to be that driver today that's reaping the rewards.
All right, and a couple drivers up here that never really do that good is Dylan Cyril, Luke Walker, Rohit Vedavu, Joshua Michaels, and the 2 McDonald's cars right here, Gene Sanford and Eugene DeMax. A lot of names up here trying to get that win.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Talladega or any restricted play track. It tends to play towards the driver you might not necessarily expect to go to victory lane, and we could see a surprise winner here at Talladega today.
Ozzy Bo's going to try to hold on for his life right now because this is when it's go time. We got a great
Yeah.
restart right
Oh, wow,
there.
we got a good jump, but that's not normally a good thing.
No, it's not. They'll be catching him down the back straightaway there.
Yep.
Dylan Thero, he's gaining on him right now.
The only problem is he got kind of separated from Luke Walker, so he kind of needed him to be bunched up, but, well, he's going to try it himself.
He got it. Here he goes.
Now he's got the drafting help.
Ozzy Bo going to be put and forced to the outside lane here. Oh, contact. Oh.
Non-chasers working against a chaser. That's typical to see here. Normally, when you're a chaser, it's like you're an enemy to everybody else that's not in the chase. And so, Ozzy Bo, no friends on that. Oh, they're 4 wide.
Cal Thomas.
Settled it out, fortunately, but man, that was close. They actually formed up that 4 wide situation in the middle of the turn. You normally don't see that happen.
Oh boy, they're still kind of 4 wide back there, but I think they settled it out.
And how about Jean Sanford there? I mean, she's running pretty well, and she was the one that actually initially triggered that first wreck. Actually got really tight off of 4. She done a nice job of bouncing back here.
Dylan Thero, how about that? He's been holding on. He's been holding on to the front right now.
Yeah, he's been holding off the advances of the outside, middle groove, and inside line. Look who's coming back on the inside.
Yep. Look at these two again.
Chris Dollerton and Eric Burton back together once again. And those two, I'll tell you what.
Charlie Rodriguez.
Oh man, the pole sitter coming back here to the front.
It's about to be a good ending to this one. Oh, contact. Oh, here comes Charlie. Here comes Eric Burton. Here we go.
Yeah, he almost got turned by Charlie Rodriguez. I think if he wanted to go to the inside line, he didn't have any choice. He got turned to the inside line.
Dylan Post and Sean Henry coming to the party on the inside.
2 drivers we haven't talked about all day long, all of a sudden making their presence felt up here at the front. That's what Talladega's about. You don't see these guys until the very end.
And Joshua Collard at the end of that pack, he's trying to make moves up here.
First time we've actually talked about Collard. Yeah, he's not been up at the front at all, but he keeps himself up here in this lead pack.
Oh, keep it going, guys. Somehow
4 wide all the way at the very rear of this pack. Good Lord.
3 wide.
Back to the bottom. Joshua Michaels right behind him. Oh, Michaels going to go 4 wide.
Joshua Michaels.
He's got Rohit Vidarvu pushing him.
Rohit Vidarvu, Eugene the Max, Trent Dunham coming to the inside.
Oh my goodness. This is going to get really, really... Oh, they're leaning on each other in the middle there.
Oh, but they are somehow... Oh, 26. Come on. Oh, they are making it work. How are they doing?
Oh, man. Folksy gave Charlie Rodriguez a lot of room. Otherwise, that would have been a wreck. Oh, man. 4x4, 3 rows deep.
Eugene the Max with the lead right now.
Oh my goodness. If I were anybody in this field, I'd want to be Eugene DeMax because it is crazy behind him.
Look at Joshua Collard.
Oh my goodness. He was at the very rear of the field about a lap and a half ago. Look how quickly he got up here to the front.
Kyle Thomas trying to help him. But he got left out to dry on the outside. Oh. Come on, Gene, come on. Don't call me ready, Gene.
Oh, man. Oh, we're still good.
Are we coming to the white flag? Or what lap are we? Oh, look who's on the inside now. Luke Walker.
Walker coming up the inside, and man, there are a lot of drivers working their way up here. I'm trying to find where in the world did Ozzy Bo go to?
He's in the middle of the pack.
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, almost contact there between himself and I think that was Henley.
They are still making it work. Oh, was there a caution? No.
I hope not.
Okay, good. Oh my God, they're gonna go 4 wide for the lead again.
Oh my goodness. They are 4x4, about 5-6 rows deep. Look at this. Holy cow.
Oh my God, I know, right? Oh my God.
There goes Vadarbu back to the bottom.
Johnny, damn it, don't go up there, John.
Oh no. Holy cow. How are they keeping this together? Oh my goodness. Oh no, 5 wide!
Then checker flag, who won the race?
It was Michaels, I think. Holy cow!
No, I think it was the 12 car, Kevin White.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, Kevin White won that race.
They were 5 wide coming to the checkered flag. Holy cow. Look at that. There was, holy cow, 9 1,000ths of a second the top 5 finished with each other.
Oh God, we gotta go back and check that out again.
Oh my goodness.
I can't believe that.
I can't either. I cannot believe they held 5 wide coming to the checkered flag.
I can't believe they held 4 wide for how long they were going.
I know, it was literally like 5 or 6 laps of 4x4, about 5 or 6 rows deep.
Gene Sanford made a heck of a move on trying to get the win right here.
I mean, look right there. They are 5 wide, literally, right there, entering the tri-oval.
Gene tried to make a move right here, and they're still 5 wide.
Oh my goodness, that looked like a dead tie.
I thought Joshua Michaels beat him.
I thought he did too, from the naked eye, but looking at it with the slow motion, it almost looks like it was a dead even tie.
Yes, it was, man.
Oh my goodness.
How did they not wreck out the final corner coming to the start-finish line?
I honestly don't know. I don't know how they made it 5 wide in the tri-oval. I mean, that is almost basically like a turn in itself. And you can't go 5 wide in the turns. I don't know how they made that work.
This is Dega racing at its finest right here.
Unbelievable.
This is like about a 20-car pack right here. And they didn't wreck.
Yeah, that's got about 24 cars in there.
Holy Christ. I think the last car in this pack was about it was about maybe
I think the last car might have possibly been the 22
cars in that pack, man. How did they
Holy cow.
They should have been about 2 times in the last like 6 or 7 laps. They should have wrecked.
They really should have. You're right. They really should have.
And like that tells you how how good these guys are in the race car. Just
man.
Wow. But we're gonna, me and Seth are gonna go over the results here on the ticker right here and take a look at where everybody finished. Kevin White. How about Kevin White? He's in the chase, but I don't know if this is gonna help him any.
Yeah, he came into this race, I believe it was 37 points out. I mean, he'll obviously get bonus points for the win, but Nick Boney did finish this race, Ozzy Bo did finish this race, and so did Collard, so I don't really know where this is going to put Kevin White as far as the championship picture next week.
Ozzy Bo ended up finishing 14th, so this could help him out. And the 40 finished almost 30 at the last car going, so he didn't have a great day. So
no, at least he finished. Yeah. I mean that's a key thing, but didn't finish well.
But that is the most amazing racing I've ever seen. I don't think
That
I've
has got to
ever.
be one of the best Talladega finishes I have ever seen in my whole history of commentating their 2003 races.
I mean, these guys were 4 or 5 wide. They weren't caring what was going to happen to their race car. I mean, that is true definition of going for the win.
I mean, 4x4, 4 rows deep, 5 wide come to the line, and I usually, when you look at a finish, you're able to depict, okay, this guy definitely did by a few inches beat this guy. I honestly cannot say that I think the 12 car beat the 43. I think it was a dead even tie. I did not see one driver with an advantage over the other.
I felt Joshua Michaels had the advantage going. When you get that run, you had the advantage to pass the guy. But the 12, he stuck with him. I mean, I don't know how he did that.
I don't either. I don't know if it was because of the 5 wide situation. It allowed the 12 to be able to get a good side draft, and the 43 didn't get quite enough. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, man, I wouldn't change a thing. That was a great finish.
How about the Pied Piper? 2 top 5s in a row for him. And now he was at the front all race long, just working that draft. And he gets his way up in the top 5 once again.
Back-to-back top 5s, riding momentum towards yet another restrictor plate race. So, we could see him in victory lane next week because he's definitely got his mojo on right now.
Trent Dunham, another guy, Dylan Thoreau, he had a great package under him today. Dylan Pote was up here. Sean Henley was up here. The 83, I'll tell you, for teammates, the 83 and the 33 had something going, man. It's tough they didn't.
Yeah, they were like the only 2 teammates I saw this entire race that actually were there together, working together the entire race.
Who else is up there? And as you can see, the guys that finished in the back here, and the guys that took some hits in wrecks here today, talking about Preston Floyd, Seth Cole, Zachary Lombard, Cody Lamas, the 40 of Nick Barney, 19, Jake Rogers, Ian Dutta, Chris Washer, Jessica Shelton, the 38 of Dylan Young, 29, Andres Allen, Andre Erickson, Joseph Lombard, Ryan Acosta, Cole Daly, and Richard Johnson, Rob Williams, and Chris Kyle. So we only had 2 wrecks here today, but it's very surprised we didn't see another one, but very surprised at the finish. That was freaking awesome.
It was, absolutely.
9 times out of 10, you do not see that. I tell you, you will have a wreck and you have a finish on the caution. I tell you that.
Yeah, more than likely. That's exactly right.
And those guys really just played the draft, and they were just playing with the time of death. But they all played the game right, and they all came out as winners, not wrecking the car.
Exactly. I mean, they put on a great show for the fans today. No doubt about that.
If that happened in this race, do you know what we're gonna see in the Cup race?
Oh man, I'm excited for that, man.
Right. Well, let's take you. We will be doing that right now. So we'll take you guys over to that coverage now. Thank you guys for watching Nationwide Race. We have one more race in the chase there. Don't know what's going to happen. Press fire. We got last race at Ricky Raceway. That is another wild card super speedway. So anybody can wreck at that race too. So we'll see. We'll see you later. Oh, Seth Cole got taken out. Here we go, big one. At the end. They're not done. Danny Wells is in it. This is gonna end the race. Sean Henley trying to hold on. Cole Daly to the inside. It's not gonna be enough. Sean Henley's gonna do it. Sean coming up the corner. He's gonna win the Sprint Unlimited, and he's gonna win the Daytona 500. Beautiful Rock Speedway race, and he's gonna do it.